Alright then girls, off you go. Well, good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank as always, and today we are just checking in on the cattle. It's been a bit of a stressful day for these guys and girls. They are, we're doing our TB testing today. These ladies have already been through, they've already been tested once, and we've got a few more left to do. They're all kind of penned up there still, so we're trying to get through them as quickly as possible. But on top of that, we're also separating out the calves from the cows today, so that's another little job. We haven't got many of those done yet. They're kind of as a load in the trailer. We're just letting them calm down a bit before I take them away. These girls though, they seem to be doing alright. They don't seem to be struggling too much, which is good news. So we can get them, well, we can keep putting them out here, and then yeah, we'll give them the rest of the day to kind of calm down a little bit, I think, which is going to be important for them. And what we'll do for now is just stick this back in here. A few of them in here already. Actually, no, we won't, just in case they've been known to rub themselves up against this here gator before, and then completely take off the paintwork. So, coming through ladies, coming through. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the vet's still here. They're taking a little bit of a break, and we'll have a look through what the TB testing looks like for us, and how it all works, and what we're obliged to do with it. And then we'll continue. We'll take the John Deere down to the chicken yard where we need to go and, well, we need to drop off the rest of these calves. Get after that. Beautiful day here for the testing though. Everything else is coming along well. Since we last spoke, we've got a lot of that last bit of silage build up. It's looking relatively good actually, as far as I can tell. We need to get that stacked up at some point soon. The 68's down there now at the yard, but we'll get onto that one soon. But yeah, ultimately it's looking pretty good. We're all coming together quite nicely. We're just going to cruise on around. Yeah, like I say, this is, with the TB testing, it's something that we are in what is classified as a high-risk area. So there have been a few farms in the region that have contracted TB. So as a fact of us being in said high-risk area, we are required by government regulations to be tested once a year. Now, this is our time. We are in the process of completing this, and it's, for what it is, it's a very stressful period of time, but it seems to be going quite well as one could imagine. Here we bring our cattle in, and they are all those that remain to be tested are all here. So we'll be able to get those put through pretty quickly, and then we're gonna, like I say, we've already put a few girls into the back here. You just there's about 6 or 8 in there, and yeah, they're doing all right. I think they seem to be doing all right. Jump over there. Hello. So you can see these girls are doing well. The vet is just taking a quick break, but what we do is we have them in here, we run them through our race. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. We run them through our race here down the middle, and then the vet stands around about here, and what we do, we have to inject them. And the way the TB test works, much like it would when you were a younger kid and you had your TB test at school, you're injected, or the cattle are injected with a very small dosage of a reactor of TB. And then that is left for approximately anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks really. It's usually close to 6 weeks, where the vet and the government official will return, and then we can examine each individual cattle again to see if they've shown any positive or negative signs to that reactor. If they all come through looking good and there's no reactions or no negative reactions, then that is good news. It means that we can we pass for another year, and then we're allowed to continue to move cattle to market, to other farms, and trade the cattle, which is what we're aiming for really at the end of the day. We want to keep bringing in new stock, we want to keep adding to our herd, but we can't do that when we're placed under regulations. So, like I say, they're all going through very well. They're quite quiet at the moment. They're just having a bit of a sniff around, some of them munching on. How have you got wedged between there? I'll never know. But yeah, they're doing all right, actually, I do think. I'll look through these guys here as well. Looking fantastic. And there we go. And then yeah, as part of our kind of herd growth, we are going to take away. This is our other race that we had set up there. We were using this a little bit, but then found that the cattle didn't like coming up this race last time, so this was just put here in case we needed the backup. But we're all right for now. We just had to move the crush over, and what we're going to do now is just head on down to our to some grassland that we started to rent not so long ago. Actually, it's on the other side of the road to where our chicken yard is, and what that allows us for is some free grassland. The cattle can't go too far because it is all there are cattle grates everywhere, so they can't stray too far away, but it just means that we have some fresh ground for them to go to, get the cows and the calves separated a little bit. And we're just going to raise up the rear axle. Beautiful. So we've got 8 young calves in there. We'll separate these guys out for now, just so they can kind of grow a little bit on their own. They do still get fed daily by us. They'll get some cake just to supplement their diet. But it's yeah, they'll get plenty of nutrients they need from the grass, and we'll really start to feed them up a bit. And off we go. Still got a little bit of drilling to do. We've been kind of delayed a touch by this test. I had to kind of put that on this back burner, but that's something that we're going to get to sooner rather than later. And then once we do, that's kind of us all up to date, really. So it shouldn't take us too long, but we'll have to see. Aside from that, everything else is looking pretty darn good, actually. Can't complain too much at all. How about yourself? What's new with everybody? Hope you are enjoying this wherever you are. Do let me know what you're getting up to, and if at all you've had any TV tests of late and how they've gone. It's a very stressful, nerve-wracking time for any cattle farmer of any sort, be it dairy or beef. It is it's not pleasant at all. But it's something you got to do. You got to abide by. You have to have a certification to say that you are TB free. Otherwise, you can get yourself into a little bit of trouble. I think at this time we are all but done for our baling. I don't think there's anything left that we can find to bale actually at this stage. But yeah, we're doing all right on that front. Thank you. But yeah, we've got a fair whack done recently there. We're going to start to buy in some straw, waiting for some of our straw boys further north to kind of get a load done so we can buy that. Hasn't quite come in yet. Let's just spin out wide here. And we'll just take this down the hill nice and slowly. So the grass down here was topped down about a week ago, so it's looking kind of a little bit of chance to regrow. There's been an odd shower in between, so it's got a bit of a growth spurt happening, which is perfect timing really, so we can get straight in there with the cows and then go and be quite happy. Let's just keep that under some control there. So yeah, for the rest of the day, Terry is going to be helping out with the vet. I'm going to be running cattle to and from. They've probably only got about another 60 left to do, I think, so they're really not too far away. Our herd's at 140 right now, so it's they've kind of chugged through a fair number. Any of the young calves that are less than 6 months old, they won't be tested because their immune system is still developing, so they can't actually represent a true value really, or a true reaction. So that's why that's going to be the case. And let's go spin to here. I have put a feeder in here just in case we need to stick any fodder down for these guys. I don't think we will. I think what we'll do, we'll just zip them around here. Yeah, there's an old trough there as well, so I can bring them a bit of cake down every day and get them all fed up and happy. then, ladies, out we go, I suppose. Let's just get these all chucked out. Just get away from that feeder bit there. That should do the trick. Okay, get those shut up again. Perfect. They have already gone for it, so they're away. The cows are out and having a bit of roam around there, and long may that continue. They always do seem happy when you get them onto some new grass, so that's we're just going to leave them here to kind of get themselves settled, and head back and get the next load, I suppose. You can see, actually, still left my rake in the field there. I need to get that picked up, but there's quite a fair amount of bales there that we need to get picked up fairly soon, so we're going to have to come in pretty quickly and see what we can do. But yeah, I was really surprised that they cropped the game off there. It wasn't the best quality, I'll be honest, but it was, hey, it's fodder at the end of the day there, and we'll use it in some way. We'll find a way. You can always do more when you've got fodder. If you haven't got any fodder there, it's just going to cost you a lot of money, so that's what we're kind of striving for. We're going to head ourselves back up to the yard there and just continue taking another load down. Chickens are doing very well. They're thriving now, actually. They're really getting settled in, which is great. Really happy to see that, and just to see them kind of starting to really produce and perform, which is absolutely perfect. We have recently acquired a few different cages where we can transport their eggs around a little bit more efficiently. So we'll be looking into that, and we're also looking to try and find ourselves another forklift or some kind of loader that we can keep down there, just so we don't have to keep. So we can move those cages around, really, so we don't have to keep relying on taking down the tractor loader or something. So that's the next step. If we can find one of those next to nothing, we will try and pick that one up. Come on, old girl, get up the hill. Let's go. Some cows to move. With the weather being as good as it is of late as well, I think we're going to try and get ourselves some more slurrying done. Our lagoon is still pretty full. We've got some grass that we can put it onto. We might even chuck some onto the stubble before we get into there. I'm also looking at it. I need to get a contractor to come in. I've got a little bit of maze that we need to do, so we'll have to get a contractor in to do that. So lots to do. Just have to figure out how and when we'll get that all done. Go. Changed the filters on this John Deere recently, to give it a little bit of a service up, which is why it might be sounding a little bit more sprightly, really. It's it really did give it a little bit more of a grunt. Oh, come on. Let's go, everybody. There's a lot of slow drivers around here today. Very happy that I live in an area where there's next to no traffic on this village here. It is so much easier for me. I might pass one car a day, I think. So we'll swing into here. We'll just see how they're getting on with the testing there. See if there's anything we can help out with. Once they're all kind of brought in, to be honest, it's more of just a job to leave them at it, and they'll slowly work their way through. So that's exactly what we might do, I think. But yeah, let's go have a look, see what's going on here. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, we are pretty much done. These girls have all been done and dusted, so what we're going to do is just let them out, really. I'm going to have to just open up this gate over here. They can just go straight out here, I think. Alright then, girls, off you go. Come on. Hey! Just like that. Easy. So let's get that shut up. So that, for the most part, is our testing done. I'm going to shut this one. They can just go away over that way. We're done, pretty much, for now. I'm going to have to get these away. This yard has been put together in a way there's actually holes down here that are covered over by plates, which then typically get covered in mud. But these girders come out, and then we can just take these gates off as well, and that's nice and easily done, really. So it doesn't take us too much to do whatsoever, which is quite handy. Let's just get that one open, though. Always a good one to have open first off, and we are pretty much good to go. We've got one more load of calves in there to take away for now, and then we'll see how the rest of them go. So yeah, it's been quite productive though, all said. Nice to get everything done. I think today, for the rest of the day, it's kind of mid-afternoon right now. We'll see how we're getting on. Terry might look to stick the tanker onto the back of the T6, which is parked around the corner, and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, we might actually just go start carting some bales, and that might be something good to do this afternoon. And I gotta go and put the electric fence up as well down where the cattle are, just to. I want to kind of control graze an area of that, so we'll keep them penned into one specific area, and then we'll move them as they kind of strip that one down. So I think that's what we're going to be looking into there. So lots for us to do anyway. And we'll just take this down here, nice and slowly as always. I'll make that familiar route once again. So this has been a bit of a shorter episode, just to kind of let you in on what happens on TB testing day. A lot to be done though. It is all over for now. We can kind of temporarily breathe a sigh of relief really until we have to come back about 6 weeks and check out the results. So we'll see how that all looks. For now though, all I will say is thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and join Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you all in the next one. So until then, have yourself a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and your weekend. Do let us know in the comments what you're getting up to, where you're working, what you're driving if you are, and we'll see you all later on. So until then, happy farming.